Okay, so last lecture we have seen uh, water treatment plant, right? Then we have seen the various steps in water treatment plant. Okay, so like various steps. First one is pre-chlorinization, then aeration. Okay, then sedimentation, filtration, softening, disinfection, and lastly desalination. Okay, so these are the various uh, processes which are used in water treatment plant. Okay, so that we have seen. Then we have also covered water conservation. Okay, so we have seen the definition of water conservation, what is water conservation. Okay, so again I'm going to repeat here. Water conservation means uh, to save the fresh water. Okay, so after use the water get contaminated or various things like various solids, various pollutants, various gases that get dissolved into the water. Okay, so we have to conserve the fresh water so that we can use it abundantly. Okay, so स्क्रीन मी तुम्हाला सांग आता दाखवत नाहीये. सो वी आर जस्ट समरायझिंग व्हॉट वी हॅव सीन यस्टरडे. सो वी आर रिवायझिंग द थिंग्स. Getting then we have seen why am I revising, because uh, the number of students that were low or that were minimum yesterday. Okay, so that's why those who are going to attend the lecture today, so they should understand what is going on and what is covered yesterday. Okay, so since the attendance of the student is poor, that's why I am repeating. Okay, Vaibhav. Okay, so next we have seen various water conservation techniques at home. Okay, so likewise we have seen the water conservation techniques at home. Likewise laundry, in case of laundry, so we have discussed under laundry, use clothes washer for only full loads. That means if we are using washing machine and that should be used for full load. Okay, so the water consumption will be minimum. Okay, then consider high efficiency of washing machines. So nowadays washing machines comes with a rating, so we should use high efficiency washing machine so that it will consume the less water. Okay, so likewise we have seen uh, the various water conservation techniques at home. Okay, so just I am repeating. In case of shower, we can install water saving shower heads. Then we can use timers. Okay, so we can also take shorter showers. Okay, in case of toilets, we can use the float flusher. Okay, uh, so that the flush would be at minimum time so that water waste can be minimized. Okay, so likewise we have seen the various domestic solutions that can be applied to the water to save the water or water conservation. We can also save the water by minimizing the leaks. Okay, so there would be leaks in pipes and everything, so that can be repaired. Okay, then also check your toilets for leaks. Then we can use water meters to check for hidden water leaks. So these are some measures to prevent the leaks. Okay, then about piping, we can insulate the water pipes. We can recycle the water where we have where we can where it is possible. Uh, then we have also seen various water conservation at your outside your home. That means in the garden or in the yard. So don't run the hose while washing your car, so that water wastage would be minimum. Okay, then we can cover the swimming pools to reduce evaporation. Then we can check for leaks in pipes and hoses and couplings. Okay, so that is also done. Then we can reuse the wastewater whenever possible. So once the water is used, we can reuse the wastewater. Okay, then in case of vegetable gardens, we can maintain the irrigation system by installing a drip system and everything, or sprinkler. We can minimize the water consumption. Then we can water during the early part of the day, so that uh, water consumption would be minimum, evaporation would be minimum. Okay, we can avoid watering when it is windy. Okay, uh, we can add organic matter to the garden beds, so that the moisture will be maintained in the garden bed. We can harvest the rainwater for watering the vegetable bed. That also can be done. Then we can use soil moisture meter to gauge when the uh, when we should water the garden. So we have to maintain the moisture, and whenever apple whenever there is a need, or whenever the moisture gets dropped below certain level, then we can water the garden. Okay, so likewise we have seen various measures uh, to conserve the water. Okay, so that part has been covered yesterday. So today we are going to see wastewater, that is generation will be of domestic and industrial, then its impact, then flow diagram of sewage treatment plant. Okay, so that part we are going to see today. Okay, so just I will be sharing the PPT for that. Okay, so can you see the PPT? Yes, Weber. Hello. 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 Hello, Weber. Hello. हाँ, so can you see the PPT? हाँ, ठीक है. So we are discussing wastewater treatment. So let us see the definition of wastewater. Okay, so what is wastewater? So wastewater is a term that is used to describe waste material that includes industrial liquid waste and sewage waste that is collected in towns and urban areas, and it is treated as urban wastewater treatment plants. Okay, that is the wastewater. So that means wastewater includes the industrial waste and sewage waste. Okay, and that is collected in a towns and urban areas, and there are wastewater treatment plants which are installed in the urban areas. Okay, so in another words, we can say that wastewater is a liquid waste which is discharged by domestic residences, then commercial properties, industry, agriculture, which often contain some contaminants that result from the mixing of wastewater from different sources. Okay, so wastewater is generated by domestic residences, commercial properties, industry, agriculture. So these are some sources which generate the wastewater. Okay. Uh, Based on its origin of wastewater, they can be classed as sanitary, commercial, industrial, agriculture. Okay, so they can be classified as sanitary wastewater, commercial wastewater, industrial, and agriculture wastewater. Okay, uh, now the term wastewater that needs to be separated from the term sewage. Okay, now let us understand what is mean by sewage. So sewage is a subset of wastewater that is contaminated with feces or urine through many people use. Okay, so that is called as sewage. Okay, so now wastewater mostly consists of pure water. Generally 95% of water is pure water, and there are numerous processes that can be used to clean up the wastewater depending upon the type and extent of contamination. Okay, so now that treated water that can be reused, uh, that can be reused as the water for agriculture or gardening. Okay, so after the contaminations are removed. Okay, so wastewater can be used for gardening, or it can be used for agriculture once the contaminants are removed. Okay, uh, the treatment of wastewater is not only important for our health but also to keep the environment clean and healthy. So without proper wastewater treatment, the ecosystem would be severely damaged. Once treated water gets recharged back into the environment. So that is the importance of wastewater treatment. Okay. So wastewater treatment, again I repeat. So that's what we have seen. A process to convert wastewater, which is water no longer needed or suitable for its most recent use, into an influent that can be either returned to the water cycle with minimum environmental issues or reuse. So that is a definition of wastewater treatment. That is bit difficult. Okay, so earlier definition which I have explained you, that is simplified and that is easy to use. Now let us see what are the contaminants in the wastewater. So wastewater contains suspended solids like trees, plants. Okay, then it may contain biodegradable organics like BOD. Okay, then it may also contain the pathogenic bacteria. Various types of bacteria may be included in the wastewater, and it may also contain nutrients like nitrogen and phosphorus. Okay, so these are some contaminants in the water. Now where does the wastewater come from? So I have already told you that the sources of wastewater are residences. Okay, so human and animal excreta, then excreta and waters used for washing, bathing, and cooking. Then commercial institutions, dairy and industrial establishment. So these are some sources which generate the wastewater. Okay. Okay. So now this picture shows how the wastewater gets generated. Okay. So this is the residential area, and in this residential area how the wastewater gets generated. So the figure shows it clearly. So by mixing various bacteria BOD in the water, then by mixing the various fertilizers like phosphorus, nitrogen, lead that get mixed into the water. Okay, so toxic material that also get contaminated into the water. Okay, so there are lot many things are there that get mixed in the water and the water gets polluted. Okay, so that's why we have to treat the wastewater. So just go through the figure. I will wait here for a minute so you will have a clear cut idea how the wastewater is generated in domestic area. Okay, next, why treat wastewater that we have seen. It causes a demand for dissolved oxidation, so oxygen, so oxygen is dissolved in wastewater, so we have to uh, capture that. Nutrients are added into the wastewater, so we have to also capture that, and increases the suspended solid or sediments in the streams. Okay, so that's why we have to treat the wastewater. Okay, so objectives we have seen, objectives of wastewater treatment. Now next part is generation of wastewater treatment. Okay, so you can see in the PPT there are two ways of generation of wastewater. Okay, first one is domestic wastewater generation, and second is industrial wastewater generation. Okay, so let us see the first one, domestic wastewater generation. Okay, so domestic sewage is 99.9% pure water. Okay, and the 0.1% percent water are there, it is pollutants. Okay, so uh, in urban areas, the domestic sewage is typically treated by centralized sewage treatment plants. Okay, so most of these plants, they are operated by local government agencies. Okay, in that particular urban areas. Okay, then most of the municipal plants, they are not designed to treat toxic pollutants which are found in industrial wastewater. Okay, so for industrial purpose, the uh, wastewater generation and the processing, that is different part. Okay, so now cities with sanitary sewage overflows or combined severe overflows, they employ one or more engineering approaches to reduce discharge of sewage. Okay, uh, so it includes the green infrastructure approach. Okay, then it can use the repair and replacement of leaking and malfunctioning equipment. Okay, then they can go for increasing the overall hydraulic capacity of the sewage collection systems. So these are the various ways to enhance the efficiency of the treatment plant. Okay, so household or business that is not served by the municipal treatment plant, that may have an individual septic tank. Okay, likewise the household one. Okay, so we generally have our own septic tank. Okay, so that treats the wastewater and discharges the wastewater into the soil. Okay, so that was about the domestic wastewater. Next is industrial wastewater. So here, uh, in case of industrial waste, the industries emit alkaline things. Okay, or the waste contain inert, organic, or toxic material. Okay, so then various types of pathogenic bacteria. Okay, so that get mixed into the wastewater. So industries, they generate the wastewater with high concentration of conventional pollutants. Okay, so like oil, grease, etc. Okay, then it also contain toxic pollutants such as heavy metals, then various organic compounds. Okay, so then uh, ammonia also get mixed into the water. Okay, so these facilities can install a pre-treatment system to remove the toxic components and then send the partially treated wastewater to the municipal system. Okay, now industries generate large volume of wastewater. Okay, and they should have the partially or the pre-treatment system, so that they can treat the water, and the water, fresh water, can be circulated for next operation. So these waste may be discharged into the uh, sewer system that is provided. Okay, so they have no adverse effect on the treatment efficiency. Okay, or they don't have any undesirable effects on the sewer system. Okay, so it may be necessary to pre-treat the waste prior to release to the municipal system. Okay, and it is necessary to fully treatment when the waste will be discharged directly to the surface or groundwater. So when the waste has to be uh, circulated to the groundwater, we have to take a due care so that there should not be any pollution. Okay, so this was the generation of wastewater treatment. Okay, next is impacts and effects of wastewater treatment. Okay, so go through this slide. I will explain in a few seconds. Okay, so just try to read this particular slide. So talking about the impacts and effects of wastewater, first impact is water pollution. Okay, so here fresh water bodies and marine waters into which the wastewater is discharged, it pollutes the marine life. Also it pollutes or it makes the water unsafe for human use. Okay, so the aquatic life, so that also get disturbed and that may be harmful to the aquatic life. Okay, so then next is water security. So there is a water security in many places in the world. Wastewater discharge on the lands, so the underground water that absorbs or that absorbs the wastewater. Okay, so the discharge if the discharge wastewater is harmful to the environment, so it becomes unsuitable for use. Okay, then next is ecosystem services. So here all ecosystems are connected and they are ultimately depend upon the water. Okay, so similarly all water, that is surface and underground water, they are connected. So this means careless wastewater discharge can have serious effect on the ecosystem. So one common effect of wastewater is the uh, suppose we dump the wastewater into the oceans, then the marine life will get disturbed and the fishes will die. Okay, so that is the common effect, okay, of the wastewater. So if one part of the ecosystem get destroyed, the whole ecosystem chain gets disturbed. Okay, and it can upset the entire food chain. So that is the impact of wastewater in a ecosystem. Then in case of agriculture, fisheries and tourism, wastewater which contains unsuitable chemicals and higher concentrations of nutrients, these are needed for crops. Okay, so this can result in delay and under yielding. Okay, delay and under yielding, that means the yielding of the crop that is not up to the mark. Okay, so various chemicals are dissolved into them. Due to that, the animals may die. Okay, so that is the impact of wastewater and agriculture, fisheries, and tourism. Then last is health of urban and rural populations. So ultimately, if the people use the wastewater, ultimately the people which are living in urban and rural area, they are going to suffer. Okay, so they will get infected with various kinds of diseases. Okay, so these are the various impacts or effects of wastewater treatment. Okay, next. Now, previously we have discussed the two types. First one is domestic sewage treatment plant, and second is industrial uh, waste wastewater treatment plant. So let us see here the flow diagram of domestic sewage treatment plant. So in the figure you can see the flow diagram for domestic sewage treatment. Okay, so you can see here there are four steps. First is preliminary treatment, second is primary treatment, third is secondary treatment, and fourth one is uh, tertiary treatment. Okay, so trust so at the end or at the right side hand you can see the tertiary final treatment. Okay, so these are the four treatments that are uh, there in a domestic sewage treatment plant. So let us see the first one, that is the primary. Okay, so it consists of screening, then grit removal. Okay, so first of all the raw sewage that is supplied to the screening. Okay, so here screening, uh, so screening is done by a bar screening to remove large objects like cans, rags, sticks, plastic packets. Okay, so that is done in screening. Most commonly done the screening is most commonly done by automated mechanically raked bar screen in modern plants. Okay, so the modern plants which serves larger population, whereas in case of smaller or less modern plants there is a manually operated screens are available. The raking action of the uh, mechanical bar screen is typically paced according to the accumulation on the bar screen. Okay, and the flow rate of sewage water. Okay, then the solid which are collected, they are later disposed in a landfill. Okay, but the bar screen or the mesh screen is of varying size, that may depends upon the solids, type of solid that are mixed with the wastewater. Okay, so that was about screening. Okay, next is grid chamber. So here uh, the organic matter is expected to settle into the chamber. Okay, since the disposable of the sludge becomes difficult. So for small sanitary sewage systems the grid chamber may not be necessary, but grit removal is desirable for larger plants. Grit chambers come in three types: horizontal grit chambers, then aerated grit chambers, and vertex grit chambers. So these are the three different types of grit chambers. Okay, so they are used to settle the various contaminants. Okay, then there is a fat and grease removal is there after the grit chamber. Okay, so fat and grease is removed by passing the sewage through a small tank. Okay, so where the floating things, okay, they are collected. So this is primary treatment, preliminary treatment. So next is primary treatment. So in case of primary treatment, there is a sedimentation tank is there. Okay, so we have seen the process in detail in previous lecture. We have also seen the aeration and everything. Okay, so just for the sake of understanding or revision, we are taking this. So every process we have seen. So sedimentation tank is there. Okay, so secondary sludge, okay, that sludge that gets deposited into the sludge digestion tank. Okay, then there is a aeration tank is there. Okay, so after the aeration tank, there is a secondary sedimentation tank is there, where the secondary sludge is again taken out from the secondary sedimental tank, and it is collected as a at a sludge digestion tank. Okay, so various gases that are dissolved, like, so the gases that are taken out through the aeration process, water, which is water where contaminants are removed. Okay, so that is in case of tertiary step or tertiary treatment. Okay, so that is the flow diagram for domestic sewage treatment plant. Okay, any doubt?
Yes, sir.